Hi guys. Very often I used to get one question that if I will choose SAP consulting career, so is it required that I should from technical background, like I should have BTech qualification or MTech qualification? Do I need to have the programming knowledge, coding knowledge so that I can be SAP consultant? So we will explore today all this, what are the prerequisites and whether this engineering degree is required or not. First, let's understand why they are confused or why this confusion is there. Because as you know that SAP is one application or it is ERP application and it is somehow related to IT always. When we are saying it's consulting, it is related to IT, but it's not true. Even as a SAP consultant, you can join any product based company also. So when you are thinking that I should be a consultant and I should have from the software background, so first we have to understand what exactly it is. What is this SAP application? So as you know that SAP is one ERP application, like we have other ERP applications are available in the market. SAP is the one leading ERP application. So when any company, they will decide we will go for SAP implementation, they need different type of consultants. They need technical consultants and they need the functional consultant. So that's why we have different modules are available from SAP. Modules is simple, very simple way you can understand. It's the products, different products from the SAP. So if we will choose one product, let's say it is SAP S4 HANA product. SAP S4 HANA is my technology, and in this SAP S4 HANA technology, what are the different products or different modules we have? So broadly, we are going to divide these modules or these products very simplicity way, that it is two types. So we have some technical modules are there and we have some functional modules are there. Whenever you are going for any SAP implementation or any ERP application implementation, you need the server, you need the hardware, you need the technical things should be set up first so that the application will run. So for that, we need to have the technical background, particularly from the networking background. So those people, they are going to work on the hardware side, they are going to set up the server, they will create different user IDs for different users, and lot of technical work they are going to do. They will install the software applications. So these people mostly will find the networking background or from the admin. So those people who are working on those area, we call them as basis consultants, and they should have from the technical background. Once it is done, then after that someone is going to develop the applications, they are going to do the required coding, programming, all these things. These people, they should also from the technical background, or you can say that they should have from the engineering background. So they should have the programming knowledge, coding knowledge. Those we are saying that they are the ABAPer. So these category of people, if you are from the engineering background, then you can go for these modules. And of course, for this prerequisite is that you should have the knowledge of the technical one. If you'll check this particular slide, I have broadly divided these modules or mainly these products into two segments. So some are your technical modules, some are your functional module. I was talking about ABAP, Basis, NetWeaver, BI, BW. So these are the different areas where someone should have the technical background. Or if you are from technical background or engineering background, then maybe you can choose any of the product as per your area. So today I will not talk about these things. In another video I will explain more on this. Now let's focus on the functional modules. So in functional, you can see different modules are available. Now here is the twist, that which module is suitable for me. For that, you should have your required domain experience. You will choose your module on the basis of your domain experience, right? If I'm from the finance, then obviously I will go for FICO module, finance and controlling. So basically, what is our role? If we have the technical consultants are available and they are going to do the job, they will not do everything. There are a lot of customizations will be there, configuration will be there. For them, for those work, we need to have the functional consultants. And in fact, in every project, you will find the more number of functional consultants requirement will be there than your technical consultants, right? So for example, let's say someone is from the procurement. So they will go for the procurement module like module or SD module from the sales point of view, or from project system production point of view, they will go for PP module. So like this, different modules are there, which we are saying functional module. And on what basis I will decide which module is suitable for me? I already answered this one. On the basis of my qualification, that is the first thing. If I am thinking I will go for finance module, so what should be the prerequisite? I should have the finance qualification. If I am a chartered accountant, if I am from the MBA finance, if I am from the BCom, I should have a good knowledge on the accounting side. I should understand the all the like financial terms. I should know the accounting standards. I should know what are the different processes are there, like your P2P, O2C, asset management, taxation, right? Cost calculation point of view, product costing. These are the areas I should have familiar. Maybe not everything, but at least you should know couple of business process, because when you are going to interact with your customer, they don't know anything about SAP, but they are very good in the business process. So when they are going to say their business process, or when they are going to explain their business process, you are the person, you are should be you should understand those things. Now you just imagine you are from the technical background, means from the engineering background, and you are interacting with some finance person, let's say company CFO. So obviously what you are going to let's say what you are expecting, in that way that person is not going to explain you the things, because you are expecting that that person should explain all the things in technical way, in programming way, but that person is not going to explain all these things in technical way, because that person is a functional user, or from the business process point of view they are from the functional background. So that is why functional consultants are highly required. So we need someone who understands the finance, the accounting, the costing, the taxation, plus the SAP knowledge. So in SAP point of view, no one is expecting that you should write the program, you should know the code. By working only a couple of years, you should understand some areas, but mainly as a functional consultant, you should understand the business process very well. You should know the customizations. Later, I will talk on those areas, what are the expertise required. You should understand the business process, you know the customizations. That, for example, you are saying that I can deliver P2P. I can customize the P2P for you, so that your business process, which right now you are doing a lot of things manually, it will be simplified. So you have the customization knowledge in SAP, you have the business process knowledge, you can gather the information from the business user, and you can simplify the business process for the user. So that earlier what the things they are doing manually, doing a lot of activities, now it will be simplified. So I hope it is now clear, as a functional consultant, what will be your roles and responsibility. It is not only related to finance. Whatever product you are going to choose, or whatever module you are going to choose, accordingly you are going for that particular module. In fact, all major 90% of consultants you will find who are working as a functional consultant, they are from the same domain. So if you will talk about my knowledge or my qualifications, so I am not engineering background, I don't know anything related to programming, coding, couple of things, as I'm working since last almost, like you can say, 2 decades. So I have the knowledge on different areas from the technical side, but it's not required. It is not my primary responsibility that I should know all these things, technical things. So majorly what customers or what business is expecting from me, I should know the business process. I can simplify their business process. I can simplify their problems, what currently they are facing. So that is what it is expected. Next question, whether engineers can go for FICO consultant. As I said, nothing is rocket science. Even I have seen that some FICO consultants are from the engineering background or from the technical background, or let's say earlier they are from the technical background, later they upgraded, like someone was working as a ABAPer, now they upgraded themselves into finance consultant. But for that, they should have a good knowledge on the finance side. Let's say someone having only the business process knowledge, but you don't have the knowledge about the SAP configuration, then in that case that you are also not suitable for that profile. You should have the business process knowledge, plus you should have the customization knowledge. So if you don't have the customization knowledge, then by passes of time, or by going for some training and all, you can learn it. But if someone is not from the finance background, or you don't have any functional knowledge, then it will be difficult only having the SAP knowledge. And I believe that if you don't have the functional knowledge, if you don't have the business process knowledge, it will be very difficult for you, even if you know the configuration. And you can't understand all the configurations properly if you don't have the functional knowledge. Because as a functional consultant, I should know what are the problem customers are facing. If they are going for a manual tax calculation, then I should know that what are the problem they are facing, how they are doing a manual calculation. If they are going for asset calculation, depreciation calculation, I know that what are the problem they are facing, how manually they are going to calculate depreciation. If they are going for bank reconciliation, I know that what are the problem currently facing, and with this my product or with this SAP particular module like your cash management, what solutions I can provide. So that's why it is highly required that you should have the domain knowledge. And that is what SAP is saying, that whenever you are going to choose a particular module, first you check your domain knowledge, you check your interest, you check your expertise, then go for SAP right module, or you choose that particular module. Now let's take a self-assessment on what basis I will choose module. I already given the idea that on what basis you are going to choose the module. If we will talk about, let's say you are very much interested, or if you have interest on becoming the FICO consultant, always I find that people are more interested for the FICO role or FICO consultant, because we know that FICO jobs are comparatively always high compared to other modules, because finance is the blood in any business, and always you will find finance openings are comparatively high than other modules. I'm talking about the functional modules. Technical modules, it is there in their place, but functional point of view, finance is always, you will find more number of jobs are there. Here, let's do a self-assessment. Are you comfortable with working with the finance data and process? As I said, you should very much comfortable with the finance different business process. You don't know anything related to asset accounting, and you are thinking that I should go for FI module because it is a core area. You don't know anything about taxation, and you are looking that I will go for FI module. So first question, are you comfortable working with the financial data? Do you have a finance background, accounting, but it is not restricted. As I said, even a lot of engineering people with learning of, or they learned the finance things, accounting things, later they upgraded themselves FICO consultant. So, but it is a pre-check. You should have the relevant qualifications mostly. Are you ready to learn the configurations? Because when you will go for FICO consultant, you should have that knowledge. So if you don't have, then learn it, right? Then it is going to answer. So if all your answers are positive, then of course you can go for FICO consultant without having any engineering degree or engineering background. For that purpose, I have created some profiles, so you can evaluate yourself in which criteria you are coming under. Now you check here, there is let's take stage 1, someone completely freshers. So it is a non-SAP professional, of course, completely new to SAP, and completely new to work experience also. From the finance point of view, I'm talking. So freshers and non-SAP professional. So qualification here I have taken, let's say BCom, bachelor's in commerce, or let's say business management, or some similar qualifications. Experience, you may be freshers or maybe 1 or 3 years experience in the finance. Maybe you have MNC exposure, or you don't have MNC exposure, you are working in any domestic environment, and right now you are thinking that I will go for MNC job. And as you know that in every MNC, SAP is the leading application they are using. Now you think that if I will learn the SAP, because what are these feedbacks or this presentation I'm giving on the basis of comments what I have received from various different users or viewers. So what they are thinking that I should go for FICO training so that I can go for this type of job. Make it very clear what job you are looking. You are looking for a consulting job, or you are looking for a different job. If you are, let's say, freshers, you don't have any experience, or even 1 year experience in domestic and all, then you are not going to get the consulting job, because as consulting job is a very high profile job, you are going to interact with customers, you have that level of expertise is required. And just with 1 year experience, 1.5 year experience, you have not gained that much knowledge or that much experience. So that is why what I will suggest, again, you may deviate from here, but my recommendation will be, instead of going for consulting, there are a lot of other profiles available in SAP, which is also going to give you, and I'm sure whatever your current package, you are going to get more with that. So you learn a lot of business process knowledge. On SAP, you understand different SAP platforms, whether it is the ECC one, S4HANA, and for that training, it is again your call, but I will suggest training not required. A lot of things are now available on YouTube, on anywhere. So you should have that knowledge only. No one is expecting with this profile you will be consultant, and you should have the configuration knowledge. And even if you are going to join any training, you are not going to get all these things. You will not be able to understand, because it's a very vast area if the training is properly conducted. So in that case, what I will suggest, you learn all the business process like P2P, O2C, R2R, asset, taxation. You understand that how SAP environment actually working, or how SAP business process is replicated in the SAP platform. That is what your requirement. So once you completed your training, I'm saying you completed your learning, I'm not saying training. So you do any paid training, anywhere, learn it freely, it is your call. So once you learn it properly, then you may try with business analyst. A lot of companies, they are hiring business analysts. You may join as super user, power user, analyst role. So in that case, bit technical knowledge is required, not like a customization knowledge like a senior consultant. With bit technical knowledge is required. You are familiar with all the master data. If you'll check in my playlist in my YouTube channel, I already prepared so many playlists. I used to prepare videos on different business process. So with this, you can get that knowledge. You join any company, crack the interview, and 100% once you will join any company, particularly on these roles, they are going to give you the onboard training. Then you can start your career as tester or business analyst or analyst. Like this, you can start your career. Then gradually you explore it, because I'm not suggesting that you continue that same role for a long run. At least spend there 1 year, 2 year maximum. After that, if you have an interest on the consulting side, then in that case, come to the next segment. Next one is you upgrade your profile. Now, as you have SAP exposure, in that case, you may upgrade your skill for a better career. Whether you are going to join IT company or you join a product based company, now you should understand or you should learn the configuration. Here I will recommend you should go for a paid training, complete the project. Okay, end-to-end project need to be, knowledge should be there. Then after that, you may start your journey as SAP consultant, as an associate consultant. Again, your call. You may join as IT company. Obviously, IT company is a better option, but some people, they don't like IT company. Then in that case, you can join product-based companies. You take any good company, whether it is limited company, MNCs, a good company, definitely they are working on SAP. So you may join on that company as a SAP consultant, as a SAP associate consultant. So 2 years you have an analyst experience. You understand all the business process. You understand the front end part of SAP. Then you learn the things. You configured the systems. You completed a couple of projects during your learning or during your practical sessions. Now you upgraded your skill and you are going to join as associate consultant. So you are going to work under one principal consultant or senior consultant in one particular project. So this will be your first, or it is your starting of your IT career. But again, engineering not required. So from where you come from a functional background. Stage 3. So in stage 3, I'm assuming that you have 5 to years, 8 years experience, and you are from finance and accounting background, and you have the knowledge of SAP or non-SAP. Even no, it's not, SAP is not only ERP in market. There are other ERPs are available. Let's say PeopleSoft, Oracle. You have other ERPs like, for example, BAN. So many other ERPs are there. On all ERPs are working on the same platform, like in same structure. If SAP is the most integrated one, it's a popular one, but other ERPs also having good exposure. So if you have that exposure or if you have that particular experience, then you may start your SAP journey as a consultant also, because you have a good experience on 5 to 8 experience. And companies are hiring SAP consultant from the Oracle background, from the PeopleSoft background, because you have already ERP exposure. You are already understand all the ERPs, how the ERPs are working. So it's absolutely fine with a good knowledge. Again, for this, you have a good project knowledge. You should understand how these projects are like it's working. As a consultant, what will be your roles and responsibilities project? You should understand what is Activate methodology. You should understand what is this S/4HANA technology, so that you can start your consulting career, right? Now coming to the last stage. In this stage, I have segregated more than 8 years experience and relevant experience 3 to 4 years. Last 4 years, 3 years, you are already working as a FICO consultant, maybe associate or senior consultant. Associate consultant or consultant. Now you are not getting good project. First you check what skill you have, because the more you experience you have, more expertise it is required. You can't say that I have a FI knowledge and since last 4 years I'm working on this, since last 5 years I'm into the support project. It is not going to work. You should have focus on you have to focus on the key areas. Like you should be very good in the product costing. You should be good on the central finance. You should be good in the profitability analysis. Some specialize you should have, because already you have 3-4 years SAP experience. You are working as a SAP consultant, SAP junior consultant, associate consultant. So you have to focus here. Like as I said, you have a more focus on or you have to take something specialized areas like product costing, profitability analysis, or you can take central finance. You should be something you are specialized by these areas. Then gradually you can upgrade yourself. So in this way, if you'll plan, then in that way it is going to help you in your career. So although I started my explanation on the basis of that, whether, because I used to get these questions very frequently, that I don't have any engineering background, how can I will start my career as a FICO consultant? So don't get confused. Engineering background or engineering technical knowledge is not required to become one SAP consultant. So remember, becoming SAP consultant is about your skill and knowledge, not necessarily whatever your degree. Even I have seen that people are from engineering background and they are established as a FICO consultant. But of course, they gain that knowledge, they prove themselves with that expertise. And because if you are not going to prove, then client is not going to accept you, customer is not going to accept you, right? So you have to invest your time, you have to invest on the learning. If you think like there will be some shortcut and I will do something, then I will get the job, it's not going to work. You have to prove yourself, you have to learn it properly, then only it is going to work for you. So all the best. If still any confusion, feel free to mail me, or you can add in the comments, I will answer those. See you soon in another video. Thank you.